Hi. So this is a video series to build kind of a whack-a-mole game, right? And we're gonna have some imp sprite, and this is a picture of my son Tomas, but it's gonna jump around, and then you're gonna be able to touch it on a point. In this video, I'm gonna just show you how to place sprites on the canvas. So we've got a canvas. There's actually a stage within that. That's the blue part here, and you can actually change the stage, like if you go to different levels in a game or something. But just think of it as you just got a stage within the canvas. Sprite types are like the cookie cutters. So if I wanted to have a bunch of Tomases show up, I could do that. And then a sprite's an actual one of them, right? And if I click on edit, of course, I can go and I can change where Tomas shows up, originally when the app begins. Okay. Um, but now I want to show you in blocks how you can make sprites move around. All right. So I'm going to go back to my designer, and I'm going to make it, when this start button gets clicked, and let me just put start on as the text for the button. But when that gets clicked, I'm going to, just move Tomas, to like some place. Okay. So I'm going to go in my blocks and, on my start button dot click, I can make something happen. In fact, what I'm going to make happen is I'm going to move Tomas. And so what I'm going to do is change his, there's an X and a Y property for a sprite. And that's basically X is how far on the horizontal axis. So the left edge is 0. Okay, so X of 20 means you're 20 from the left edge. And the Y is actually how far down you are from the top. Okay, so the top is 0, and then as you go down, Y gets bigger. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to set my sprites X, and I'll just set it to like 20. Okay, and then I'll set my sprites Y to 20. So that's very small. We're talking about pixels, right? So should put me pretty close to the top left corner when I click the start button. Okay, so I'll go back to the designer, click preview. Tomas shows up wherever I placed him in the designer, right? But when I click start, now he moves up, to the kind of the top left of the screen. Okay, that's 20, 20, 20. And really that 2020, the X and the Y is really where the center of the image is going to be. Okay, and Thunkable will kind of try to keep the image on screen, but like I could do some much bigger numbers like 250 and I don't know 320. I don't know exactly where that's going to be, but if I go test that, and I click on start, it's going to push Tomas to almost the far right of the screen. Okay. Anyway, so that's how you place things in code. So when I click this button, I can move him. Of course, what I'm going to want to do is move him randomly around the screen, and so we're going to have to do something a little bit different for that.